What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Antoine. Access Clinic is in the building. And today I pulled up on my man, DJ Slice. We're here in his lab, and it's his birthday, man. So this is going to be a great conversation. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Access Clinic. Here we go.
Here today, I done pulled up on my guy.
Yes.
DJ Slice. First and foremost, happy birthday to you, my guy.
Appreciate you, my brother.
We in the lab, man.
Yes, sir.
I've seen this a lot on the visuals, man. So to actually be here is kind of crazy. I really feel like I'm in a spaceship right now, bro.
Welcome. Welcome.
How long did it take? And this might be forever, but how long did it take to get to this point? Because it's a lot going on in here, bro.
About maybe 5-6 years.
Oh, that's all. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to think you was going to say like 10, 15, because it's a lot of equipment in here, bro. And this is just so like this becomes like the place where it's not only your sanctuary, but I'm assuming that you also kind of do business.
Yes.
In this as well. Talk a little bit about what it is that you do.
What I do is I do hard drive repair, I do hard drive cloning, and I run a record pool. So I supply DJs with their arsenal music.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Didn't know that part. See,
Yes,
I'm learning something new every day, man. Let's take it back a little bit, bro. So I know you as a DJ, didn't know all of the other stuff. How did you actually get started? Like first tell me like how you really just started falling in love with music, and then how that transitioned over to you being a DJ, because if I'm not mistaken, you probably come back from the crate days.
Yeah. Matter of fact, way before that. During the 70s, my mother and father had bought a hi-fi. You know, the hi-fi has the 8-track cassette, it has the turntable, it has the tuner. And I used to sit in front of this thing just listening to music all day. And it was something about this hi-fi just mesmerized me, because as a kid, I wanted to know how was sound coming out of this box. And again, back then, we lived over East Baltimore, so WWIN was up the street from where we lived at. So me and my brothers and some of the neighborhood guys, we used to go up there and they would give us bumper stickers. So radio and music has always been my thing. So this one particular time, my father had asked me, well, he had charged me with placing albums on the tone arm, on the hi-fi, and to place them the way that I would want to listen to them. And I placed them for my grandmother and some of her friends. And after I did that, he told me, go upstairs, kids, be heard, not sing. But I peeped down the bottom of the steps to see if they were actually dancing to the music. And they were. So it was my job every time my father and mother had a party for me to play the music. And that's when I got bit by, I love music. And I seen how, it just transformed everybody. Everybody was social, they were laughing, and that's the sound that I always wanted to sit back and emulate with anything that I played, or any time I played music, I wanted to hear that sound. And to me, that sound was family. That's how I started.
So that just became your natural transition. You went from stacking the records with the old arm to literally just transitioning over.
Because I never wanted that look and that feeling to ever stop.
Wow.
Ever. And man, just seeing how powerful music was. And to see how it brings families together, and how it can make families get into deep conversations, and I'm sitting at the top of the steps like, I did that. Powerful.
Wow. So then that transitions over to you now. You have that control when you rocking a party.
Yes.
And you just, I always, in fact, shout out to my man DJ Twiz. I actually said this on his page the other day, because somebody had made a comment about a real DJ, and somebody asked like, "What's a real DJ?" And I told them that a real DJ knows how to read the room.
That's right.
And the song selection and the music, well, the music selection and the timing has to be impeccable. And if you're a real DJ, you can do that like you waking up in the morning.
Man, it's second nature. And you know something? That's absolutely true. Music has a certain vibe. And I learned that music it can be sad if you want it to be. There's music to accommodate every mood. If you wanna go into deep thought, there's music for that. If you're in a somber moment and you have lost a loved one, there's some music for that. If you're in a happy moment, there's music for that. It's just music complements every single thing. It's just like the perfect seasoning. It goes with everything. Man, I love that.
I like that. I like that. The perfect seasoning. Talk a little bit about how you've had to like grow with the technology because of how the technology has changed. Because like we said earlier, before we got on, you're not carrying crates no more.
Yeah, you know something? I mean? I was one of those last ones to conform. I thought that the way that we came up with it was the purest way to get it.
And it is.
Right.
It really is.
But I saw that same energy can be transitioned to technology. And what we had to realize is the music is the star, not the technology. So it was easy for me after I adapted that. I'm like, something, if I can create the same vibe just on something different, then go with it.
Doesn't matter how you get it to them.
Exactly. Music is the star, not the technology.
Yeah. And it's easy on your back.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Bro, so just a sidebar. My man Dark Knight.
I know Dark.
DJs. And my way to get into some of the parties was to help him carry his coffins.
Oh man, really?
His coffins in the streets.
Roadies, we love y'all.
It felt like Derek always DJ'd in a place that had 156 steps.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, to not have to do that, these days makes a world of difference.
My brother used to be my roadie. And, during that time, he's my older brother. But during that time, he was a worldly guy. He was out there in the street. And I'm like, I'm not carrying all these 13 crates of records. I got to find somebody who can do this. So I petitioned my brother, like, listen, I know you out here doing you. Well, I'm willing to pay you to carry these 13 crates of records. And for him to be that compliant to do that, I'm like, thank God I got one, because nobody else would have done it,
Yeah.
But he was my roadie for a couple of years, until it got to the point where he's like, man, I'm not doing this no more. You know what I mean?
I think I got to that point with Dark, between the crates and the coffin and the speakers, the sub.
And the amps.
Felt
like bricks. That part of my life, I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's over.
Oh, man.
Woo.
So when we met, I don't remember a specific year, but it's probably close to 10 years now.
I can tell you exactly when it was.
Okay.
When I first started playing the Place Lounge, it was 2014.
Got you.
So pick up. So we met 2014 at the Place Lounge. That's when we started, and a lot of people don't know this. We started the day parties. Extreme House Nation we were the first to implement day parties.
So that takes me to where I was going.
Okay.
That takes me to where I was going because at that time I was on Baltimore Flavor Radio.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we were out in Woodlawn on Security Boulevard, WPB Radio. And you guys used to come in.
Yep.
Rest in peace to our guy Brian too, man.
Yeah. Man.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
So
rest in peace. And that kind of transitioned into then me becoming a part of Extreme House Nation.
Yes, sir.
It was an honor and a privilege, to be a part of. And like you said, we were doing the day parties. It started at the place, and then we ventured out to a couple of different spots.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
for me, there was nothing like the place.
Man, that
That
was
place
home.
wasn't as big as this room,
It was
but
home.
those day parties were epic, man.
Yes, they were.
Talk a little bit about.
You know something? I knew that we was onto something when Sheila Dixon came.
Wow.
I knew we was onto something. And just to see how the crowd started to develop. You know, when we first started, you know, it wasn't the biggest spot in the world, but, you know, we was kind of like elbow to elbow. You know, we had a little room, and then over about a month or two in, man, we
out on Franklin Street.
man,
We out on Franklin Street dancing, bro.
we was tuna in a can.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is packed to the point where they started opening the back part, the cigar
Mhm.
part, and that started getting crowded. I'm like, we on to something. And we tried to find a bigger venue to house the fans.
Yeah.
And the one thing about Extreme House Nation fans is they were committed.
Absolutely.
I mean, when I tell you they came, they came.
Yeah,
They
we went to the Caribbean spot on
Yep.
on Pennsylvania
We sure did.
for a minute.
And them steps.
Yeah, those steps.
Them steps.
We had
Ooh,
the Christmas joint that we did out Randallstown.
sure did.
That was epic. I got this picture of Cell and Casper next to each other
Wow.
in the middle of DJing, bro, and they just in a zone where they got both of their hands
Wow.
up in it, like a epic picture, bro.
And you remember the after hour?
Yeah, absolutely.
We had the after
Yeah, right up
Man.
the street.
Legendary.
Right up the street.
Legendary. And no sooner than the day party. And the crazy thing is, once we started doing the day parties, other DJs will come to the day parties. And before you know it, everybody was having day parties there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you know, flattery, we
Right.
can say
Imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now that's all you see, day parties. So when y'all see day parties, say thank you, Extreme. We did that. We did that.
And you know, in talking to Casper, man, I still have a desire. One more time, bro. One
Casper,
more go
man.
around.
Casper. Matter of fact, man, we were so tightly wound. We were brothers.
Yeah.
You know, Markel, Cell, Casper, myself. Let's say Markel, T-Money.
T-Money.
It was 5 of us all together. It was 5 of us. Man, it was extraordinary.
Yeah, man. Definitely some good days, bro. All good things come to an end.
Yeah.
But if God ever put that back together,
we talking about it, having a reunion.
I know. It's been mentioned.
Yeah.
It's been mentioned a few times. Like I said, I just need one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it's something that we can put back together, man, and just start getting back out and doing it the way I definitely would want to be a part of it, bro.
You know something? A lot of people asked us what happened with Extreme. And a lot of people don't know the story about why Extreme kind of dissolved itself.
And they don't need to know.
Well, no, yeah,
Okay.
I think they do.
Okay.
The reason why we didn't want to go forward with Extreme, because we felt like after the founder died, it wasn't going to be the same.
Yeah.
And, you know, it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
because
Run DMC with no JMJ.
yeah, he wasn't there, and you know, it just didn't feel like home. You know, now it felt like a party, and you know, so we kind of bowed out gracefully while we were on top.
Okay. Yeah. My favorite memory, and I'm not sure if you were in the building that night, but my favorite memory of Brian was the night we were giving away the Oreo tickets.
Oh no, I don't remember that.
And he was dancing for those tickets, bro. And you know when B start going in, B start going in, man.
Yeah.
Bro, and that pops up on my Facebook memories every year around that same time. And I'm like, bro, like, you know, him, rest in peace to the Star Tender.
Yeah, oh yeah.
From down the lounge that passed away, man. Some great times.
Yes,
times.
my God, yes.
So what's next on deck for?
Well, the parties that I do now, I pick and choose. So normally, I may do a party up, like say Deep Creek, Maryland. Like my wife, she throws these exclusive parties up Deep Creek, so I'll do them. But other than that, man, you know, I like to be the man behind the man. I want to be the guy that's pushing the music to the guy that's rocking the party. You know, so my commitment to music now is to make sure that my DJs have their arsenal is tight.
That's dope.
That's
and,
what I did.
and talk a little bit about the record pool part, because I
Okay.
definitely didn't know that you did that.
Yeah. So, I have a relationship with different record labels, Warner, Sony, Atlantic, and my job is to make sure that these DJs' arsenal is full. I do this full time. I want to make sure that, because of personal experience, when I was a kid coming up back in the days, most DJs, they covered their records. So you can't see them. And I never understood that. I'm like, okay, we're not going to play it the same. So, why you feel the need to hide it? And I'm quite sure that's not the only copy that was ever made. So I felt like, okay, when I get in this game, I'm going to make sure that every DJ has a running chance of rocking the party. So I'll tell any DJ that I know or I service, the perfect party is in your hard drive. You just got to find it. But it will never be because you have a lack of music.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my commitment to the DJs.
And you're the plug.
That's right.
When you need the perfect music,
That's right.
come to my man.
Yeah.
Come to my man. How long you been doing that?
Since 2017.
Bro, you've been holding out, bro.
Yeah.
You've been holding out, bro.
2017.
You've been holding out, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna end it there, bro. I appreciate your time.
Anytime.
I just need you on those for a few minutes.
Oh, the 12?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The 12s, the 15s, the 9s.
You got that. You got
My man,
that.
DJ Slice, we're gonna transition over real quick.
All right. There you have it, folks.